out of where mama kwaba at the better news and blogs so I no first timer if you are no subscribe ya my no like it no share comment and so comment section with the answer can send me social media so and you see the bed ya the bedroom me person me kasa be tintin no umi enko yinkuti
This statement, which has been issued per my intel, was drafted, issued by the campaign team without his knowledge.
No, you can't say that.
Let me tell you,
you can't say that. You can't say that.
The comments in question was made by NAPO orally on the campaign platform. He, few days, in fact, a day after he went to the Western region, repeated it. That look, I'm not a coward.
No, he didn't repeat it.
Well, the two of them have had 17 minutes to speak, so I know, I trust that you'll be very fair with the time allocation. Now, something. I can understand why my two brothers in the studio are trying very hard. In fact, I don't envy them at all, because they are trying very hard to market a candidate who is not marketable.
And that's what you pray for.
And to defend the indefensible. To project a person who is innately arrogant as humble. I can understand, because that is what they have been recruited to do. These are the communicators and marketers of Bawumia's campaign. So what do you expect? But you see, they can bath NAPO with all the water in the sea. They will not be able to rid him of arrogance, because he's innately disrespectful, condescending, and arrogant. Character, they say, is like pregnancy. You cannot conceal it. It will come out no matter what you do to try to conceal it. I am surprised that the two of them will suggest that this arrogant tag on NAPO is the creation of the NDC. Really? Over the last few days, the people who have come out to express their revulsion at those condescending commentary NAPO made against Kwame Nkrumah in Kumasi, are they NDC people? I'm asking you.
Of course not.
Journalists, your colleagues who work here and in other media organizations, chiefs, historians, so they are all NDC people. You see, you are not helping the man when you come and sit on TV and you try to justify his sins when you yourself know that what he has done is wrong. You are not helping him. Why? Is it the NDC who told NAPO to insult diplomat teachers as daft and unintelligent? Is it the NDC who told NAPO to tell Ghanaians who were legitimately demanding a doomsday timetable so that they can at least plan their lives, to go and prepare their own timetables because they were nation wreckers, like NAPO said to Ghanaians? We in the NDC, were we the ones who told him to say that? Were we the ones who told him to make divisive and ethnocentric comments against the people of Volta region, particularly those in the Keita enclave, that if government made an allocation in its budgets to address the problem of tidal waves in that enclave, he was going to lead Ashantis in Kumasi to protest against them?
So he didn't make derogatory comments about them.
Yes.
You just said he made derogatory comments about them.
What can be more derogatory?
He said there are other people who have a need.
Yes.
So if you are going to do it, then you must do it for all, not for only those there.
Oh, so
he didn't denigrate
so the many times that we have taken public funds, okay, GMPC funds, for I'm with you for repaying the chief of Akufo-Addo's hometown. Did you hear NAPO coming to say that the other chiefs, so GMPC money should be shared to all chiefs? Why is it that when it came to the turn of Voltarians, this man said, if you try, because these are citizens, they pay taxes, something, and they are victims of a natural disaster, tidal waves from the sea. And MPs in parliament, their representatives, were making a legitimate demand for government to make a budgetary allocation for that. And this man says, if you try that, why? Are the people of Kumasi suffering from any tidal wave disaster? So how can such an allocation be made for them? That argument doesn't even make sense.
In fact, my view is that they are not victims of a natural disaster.
Yes.
They have suffered because of the negligence of those who are supposed to manage the situation.
Yeah.
And those managers ought to be held accountable.
I agree.
They must pay.
I agree, and I'm sure you are talking about that man-made dam spillage disaster.
You know, now there's another one coming.
Yes.
See how they are going about it. That's what they should have done in the first place.
Yes. You see, you are energy minister. There is doom, so people are suffering. They ask you for a common timetable, and you tell the journalist that go and prepare your own timetable. When this man in opposition joined the doom, so must end. Have you seen the speech he delivered there?
Yeah, we played.
Have you seen the tonation? And people are defending him that it is we in the NDC who are branding him arrogant. Can anybody brand Kufo as arrogant? The tag will not stick. Just like the arrogant tag Miracles is trying to force on Mahama, who cannot stick because everybody knows him to be a perfect gentleman, a humble leader. So please stop this. We are not the ones who told NAPO to tell poor and suffering SHS students that they should count themselves lucky that they can defecate in black polythene bags. Neither were we the people who told NAPO to come and sit in the studios of Asempa FM here and say that it was Mahama, lie against Mahama, a former president, that he was the one who bashed students and parents to go and fake fainting at the Independence Square. Let the man carry his own cross. This is what he is. And as I told you, you can bath him with all the water in the sea. You can't rid him of this. Look, if he was not innately disrespectful and arrogant, how can your own king, the Otunfo, advise you in the full glare of the public? The fact that he even chose to advise you in the public after he says he advised you in private should tell you what he thinks about you. Then, it was not even an hour, few minutes after, even as he was entering the grounds, there is an NPP apparatchik who works at the presidency. They call him Boya. Boya was giving NAPO fans. He was trying to get close. I'm sure you've seen the video. In the full glare of the public, NAPO said, "Get out, go away." We saw that in the video.
We didn't hear what he said, but we heard him.
You saw the gesture,
shouting at him,
and we know in our culture
he was not happy about what the guy was
doing. That gesture meant something. No leader who has the decency and maturity required to lead will do that in public.
He's human. He should get angry when someone is doing something wrong against him.
Not every human being can be a vice president. For you to occupy such a prestigious high office, you cannot just say, "I am human."
So what? He should pretend.
So you are human, so you can sit in parliament and do this to your colleague MP and say you are mad. You can do this in parliament. You are human, so you can stand on a political platform and say you are Nkrumah. The man who gave us independence, the man who carved out what we know to be Ghana today, the man who has been elected as the greatest African of the millennium,